Well, good morning. Good morning again. It is your boy, Bainbridge Omega. And, wow. What a night. What a night last night. What a weekend. What a weekend for professional wrestling, right? You know, I could just sit here and talk about how great Clash of the Castle was. 60,000 people over in Cardiff, Wales. I could talk about the banger match that happened between Sheamus and Gunther. It was a war. Oh, I could even talk about, the newest Uso that just joined the bloodline, costing Drew McIntyre the victory and causing 60,000 of UK's finest fans to be in silence, as they have no choice but to acknowledge the tribal chief. Heck, I can even talk about how Mandy Rose just became the women's champion. What is it? The NXT UK women's champion, whatever the hell it is. She looks sexy. She looks very banging though. And I could even talk about the craziness that happened at All Out. From the casino ladder match for the mysterious Joker to in my honest opinion, one of the most incredible matches in AEW history when Swerve in Our Glory retained the championship from the Acclaimed. No one expected that match to be that good. Hell, I could even talk about how Jungle Jack Perry's mom slapped Christian in the face, only for Luchasaurus to come in and beat the living hell out of her baby boy. Christian getting the win. But you know what? I could also talk about the big main event, right? The match. Jon Moxley, CM Punk, the ruckus crowd in Chicago. And against all odds, a bloodied, beaten, but survived CM Punk became the new AEW champion. Or, I know, baby. Or I can talk about the return of MJF. The man who uncovered the mask from earlier and revealed to the entire world that the devil himself is back. And he is taking aim at the AEW champion, and he wants that title. I can talk to you about all those things. But that is not the story people are talking about now, isn't it? For those who don't know, there was a media scrum after All Out. And here lies CM Punk, bloodied, and just angry. Angry at the sight that anyone would dare even mention the name of Colt Cabana. Scott Colton, as his government name may be. Some reporter mentioned that to him, and CM Punk just completely went off. It was not even a pipe bomb. It was like a nuclear explosion out of Beirut that just demolished everything in its wake. He talked shit about Colt Cabana. He talked shit about the EVPs, which is the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. And he even take aim at Heyman Adam Page for not just bringing up old and sensitive stuff as part of his promo last November against CM Punk, but no, is it Double or Nothing? Yeah, Double or Nothing. But on top of that, really hated the fact that Heyman Adam Page basically just told all the veterans to fuck off. He doesn't need your advice. And CM Punk, seeing how he is the AEW champion now, feels that he has the right to say whatever the hell he wants. And he did it. Right next to Tony Khan. And he bitched Tony Khan. Every time Tony Khan want to interject a word, CM Punk says, I speak now, lady. So, was this the guy that Heyman had a Page feared when he did that promo? That's a couple of months ago. He was trying to save AEW from CM Punk. Is it the fact? Is it really the truth? Is CM Punk poison? I mean, if you look at Tony Khan's face during the media scrum, he probably was thinking about that himself and said, did I inject a lethal dose of poison onto AEW? Now, for those who haven't seen the media scrum, I will happily put the link down below so you can be able to watch it at your leisure. For purposes, I cannot show the entire media scrum because, let's face it, there's a ton of profanity and I don't think YouTube will like that, seeing I'm a new guy here. So, just watch the media scrum, at least the first 12 minutes of it. Trust me, you will be highly, highly entertained. But I'm going to put some notes on here, basically coming from Wrestling Inc. New AEW World Champion CM Punk didn't pull any punches during the AEW All Out post-show media scrum, addressing reports that he was responsible for getting Colt Cabana removed from AEW TV. His issues with Hangman Adam Page and MJF wanting to leave for WWE in 2024. Punk even called out irresponsible EVPs, Kenny Omega and Young Bucks, for spreading lies about him and leaking stories to the press over his influence on Tony Khan's booking decisions, specifically involving Cabana. Punk will also call out Page for recently saying he has no intention of taking advice from veterans, ending his rant by asking Heyman to grow the F up. According to Fightful Select, Punk has garnered an incredible amount of heat for his comments after Sunday's All Out. Fightful has also learned that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were extremely pissed off with Punk's comments, with one source claiming the trio was threatening to walk out of AEW over Punk's rant. It was previously indicated to Fightful that at least one of the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, had been in contact with wrestlers outside of AEW, one being Kevin Owens, in which he put up a picture of Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin as a response to that at WrestleMania, so whatever. It's indicating that the rumors about Punk and the frustration around him were true. Furthermore, the Elite, who became the inaugural AEW World Trios Champions, at All Out, was initially scheduled for the post-show scrum, but pulled out of the presser due to undisclosed reasons. Fightful noted it is unknown if Punk's comments led to the Elite not appearing in front of the media, although there is speculation that Punk's comments could be part of a storyline. Fightful noted that the talents they contacted under the impression that the situation is a real one and not a work of some sort. A lot to unpack here, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot to unpack here. And I'll talk about more in a bit. Let me see. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. I just want to know something here, guys. What side are you on? Because it's going to come to a point where people are going to start taking sides around here. Are you on the side of the EVPs for what they did? Or are you on the side of CM Punk? Me, personally, and I'm going to be quick about this because it's a short video, I'm all in for CM Punk. Say what you need to say. I am so sick and tired of AEW getting dragged down in the mud by bad booking, bad storylines, and most of it is involving the Young Bucks and their friends. All right? I hated the fact that FTR should have been the ones dethroning the Young Bucks at All Out to become the brand new AEW champions, which would have been a huge thing for the people in Chicago and all over the world. I'm also upset for the fact that FTR was left out of the new AEW Fight Forever video game, which, by the way, is a video game that was helped developed by Kenny Omega, who is best friends with the Bucks. The Bucks' ego themselves has now spilled out into the entire locker room. And needless to say, there are reports of a lot of people who do not like Omega and the Young Bucks. So don't even think that this situation involving Punk is a one-sided thing and people just want him out. No, there is going to be a civil war, if not already, coming out of the all-out media scrum. And poor Tony Khan, my God, I feel bad for the guy. 3 years ago, he just wanted to create a wrestling show that people will love and enjoy. He never thought that this day will come that most of the entire locker room are a bunch of entitled, egotistical, spoiled brats who are just fighting for position. And he's just letting them have it. I mean, if you saw the media scrum, Tony Khan looks like some type of wife or girlfriend in which she was trying to interject herself, and the husband CM Punk was like, no, I'll take care of it. On the one end, why was it even talked about here, right? Why did CM Punk felt the need to mention about Colt Cabana and to address all that dirty laundry that came down with it, and bring the whole great vibe of All Out completely down? No one is talking about MJF's return. That's supposed to have been the biggest story coming into All Out, but no, we have to deal with CM Punk's and rants about it. I mean, is this the heel CM Punk that we wanted? Is this really happening? Is it the WWE 2010 over again? I mean, what is going on here? What is going on in the entire locker room of AEW? How come Tony Khan can't seem to handle his talent? How come his talent is running amok, talking shit like this on YouTube with a lot of media people doing it? And why is CM Punk professional in what he's trying to say, or he's calling out the guys who were very unprofessional on what they have been doing to this organization since the very beginning? I don't know. I don't know. What is the vision for AEW moving forward here? I mean, obviously, it will have to start with MJF winning the championship. But then what happens from there? A lot of people are very unhappy this morning, and they are dreading CM Punk being champion and basically giving him the power to do whatever he wants. I don't know how I feel about this. CM Punk could be a dangerous man. A very dangerous entity that could plague AEW together, or he could be the guy to clean up the bullshit that's been going on in the locker room, with all these little cliques and then all their friends gathering together. A lot of the guys from All Elite Wrestling don't deserve to be part of the show. They only got embraced because they were friends with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. It's no secret that in any other organization, they will look at them and say, no, we don't want you here. But AEW embraced them. And as the result, it came with low ratings and being the butt of every single joke from the WWE fans, calling it Bush League, calling it weak, whatever the case may be. But are we trying to be a professional wrestling company, or we're just trying to be a place where all of your fans and your friends can gather around and have fun, in indie style matches, but with a higher budget? I don't know. But one thing I do know for sure is that whatever the hell is going on, for good or for bad, AEW is the talk of the town this morning. AEW will be the talk of the town for the next 3 days until we get to Dynamite. And I'm talking to you this morning because you're going to hear a lot of things from social media, from Brian Alvarez, from Fightful Select, from everybody talking about the CM Punk situation. And they may or may not put their own spin on it. Have an open mind and keep everything with a grain of salt because we have no idea what's going to happen. But this is the most craziest thing I've ever experienced in all my years in professional wrestling. You win the championship, and then the first thing you do, being the champion, is you call out Hangman Page. You basically buried Hangman Page. You basically buried friggin' Colt Cabana, who, on all points of reasons, we don't even care. I don't care for Colt Cabana. I'm sorry. Colt Cabana seems like a nice guy in person, but let's face it, he doesn't do anything for me on my television, and that's me personally. I don't find him entertaining. So, I don't know why people are trying to pick sides and fight for one person. It doesn't make any sense. Colt Cabana's trash. And the way he handled the situation with Punk was not nice. Wow, Punk actually aired out his dirty laundry by telling the whole world that his bank account is still with his mother. He shares a bank account with his mom. Can you believe that? That's hateful. Woo! That's some hateful shit. He did say he liked Adam Cole, though. He said that Adam Cole's professional and cool. And he wished him good on his health. So there's some nice sides to it with CM Punk. But how would the Bucks and Omega respond to this? Would they respond to all? I mean, they were thinking about walking out, taking their ball and going home, and maybe go to the WWE or something, which they will never accept them. Because they know exactly who they are. They know exactly... They like to politic around the whole thing and want to make sure that they're the guys on top. That's why they're the trios champions, baby. That whole entire tournament was just created for the Young Bucks and Omega to win the titles. It was the most predictable thing out there because the Young Bucks, for some godly reason, just cannot bear the fact that they are not the best tag team in the world. And they need titles around their waist to tingle their egos, if per se. They want to say that they're the best around, and here are the belts to prove it. Meanwhile, FTR is doing random matches with no build at all. It's going to be a crazy fall, especially when we're getting to Grand Slam, which I will be in attendance for. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what is going to happen on it. It could end up being very bad for AEW. And my God, poor Tony. You think you put one fire out with MJF, and another fire out with the injuries, and another fire with the low ratings. And then again, involving Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston. And then again, involving Thunder Rose. And just when you think you finally reached the end of the dark tunnel, CM Punk's your champion. MJF is back. All is right with the world. No. CM Punk has to destroy the whole damn highway. For no damn reason. While eating a fucking muffin. CM Punk was eating a fucking muffin. Burying all these people. Telling them fuck off. Or whatever case may be. While eating a muffin. And drinking lemonade. That is the most CM Punk thing I have ever seen him do to this point right now. But, yeah, that's all I could say about that. You know, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, maybe it's best that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega do leave. I know there's going to be a lot of people going to hate that because they love Omega and love the Young Bucks. And listen, I love Omega too. I appreciate him, you know, and his athleticism. Same for the Young Bucks. But let's be honest with ourselves here. They should not be EVPs. They should not be the ones, you know, controlling the day-by-day operations of AEW. Their egos can't handle that. That's the reason Cody left and went with the WWE. He couldn't stand the Young Bucks. He couldn't stand Omega. The only difference between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk is that at least he has some integrity about him, that he will keep those dirty secrets silent, and then he will just silently move on and just do his thing. CM Punk is not those types of things. CM Punk will basically take you down verbally. He's like Eminem in a rap battle. Only this time, he will spit out real truth and he will destroy you. He will destroy your career. Hell, he may even destroy your whole organization if he wants to. He has the power to do that. And I'm all for it. Anything that gets AEW talking, anything that gets AEW's fans, anything that just deals with buy rates and gates and all that stuff, fine by me. You know? What is it that Eric Bischoff said before? Controversy creates cash. Well, there you go. Controversy creates cash, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, you tell me in the comments how you feel about this situation. Are you on the side of the Young Bucks and Heyman Adam Page? Are you on the side of CM Punk and what he had to say? And as I said before you come up with an opinion at all, please watch the media scrum, top to bottom, and then you give off what your thoughts and feelings are. Like and subscribe to the channel. What do you can? And for now, I'm going to go to sleep because it's been a long night. This is Bainbridge Omega signing off. See you later.